Alright, so this is going to be my first official update about the gardening and the homesteading and all that for this season. So we're going to talk about mainly in this one. This is about fruit trees in the winter. So what you want to do is you want to prune them. So with the fruit trees, you want a single branch or single stem that goes straight up, kind of like this system right here. You can see that this right here goes straight up, and then you're going to prune and train all these branches to go out. Well, this one, ducks are following me wherever I go. This one did not have that, and you can see, oops, the center right here actually grew, and it actually went that way. So what we did is we stuck this chain link fence pole in the ground, and we used twine, and we pulled this upright. We're going to leave it that way for a few years because you've got to have a straight one that goes up. That is technically the center one that goes up. It just has gone to the side because for the first few years nobody cared about it, and I wasn't doing anything gardening at that point. So we're training that one up, and then I'll show you another thing you want to do. I pruned the blueberries. So I'll try to keep this as steady as possible as we look into the sun. The main thing that happened this weekend is we started getting our foundation blocks, and that is gonna be our border for our raised beds rather than wood. Wood is great. It's better to use cedar and redwood and things that are more long-term, but then again they do break down. With the cinder blocks, they don't break down. And so what we're gonna do is this gonna be 4 feet wide by 14 feet long. And then in here we're gonna put dirt, and we're gonna grow herbs in here, and we're gonna put both border herbs like herbs and plants like dill that repel insects, and medicinal and culinary herbs. And so basically you're gonna have this square foot bed like so, and the whole thing is gonna be bordered in herbs that are both culinary, medicinal, and ward off insects. So that'll be one of our barriers to keep the insects off. And the ducks are gonna follow me. I'll show you quickly what we did do over the winter. Is that right there is miner's lettuce, right there. But mostly we focused on those back there. See if I can get them. Right there. Those. And those, if you can see them. That is garlic, and they've been doing really well in the winter. Watch out, ducks. So the last thing I'll show you, and it's in regards to the trees. So in the winter, you want to prune your fruit trees, and then the other thing you want to do is you want to start spraying them. I believe it's in February. Get a spray, an organic spray, and you spray them once a month from February on up to their first buds. And you just do it once, and that protects them from any of the fungus that happens, especially up here in the Pacific Northwest when it goes rain, when it goes wet, dry. That's what gives you all your fungus on your fruit trees. So here we did the same thing. We have a cherry tree back here. And this right here is to train this as its center stem all the way up, basically the extension of the trunk. And it is the centerpiece, but again it was just going to the side. So this is holding this up, and because I didn't want the cherries, since it's such a young plant, I don't want the cherries going really high. It's what happens when you don't prune, like our other plum tree that no one ever pruned in its whole life. So with these, I'm actually taking them sideways, so you'll see it comes up and I have it tied, and then it's staked. So I'm actually training these to actually go out sideways, and then that one will go out sideways. So this is a grafted tree. So this is I don't know which one's which, but one's Rainier, one's Bing, and then there's another red variety. It might be a pie variety for like baking. So you have 3 varieties here, and they're being trained out sideways. So they'll have fruit over here that we can pick. You want your fruit trees to be low. You want to have the single stem that goes up, and you want to have all the branches to go out to the sides I can do a more specific pruning video if it's needed, to show you, you know, how many inches you want to have between each layer. But you want to prune it in a way that keeps the fruit low. There's no point in having a fruit tree if you've got to get a ladder to get all the fruit. So that's everything. I do have one more fruit thing over here. This is an experiment. I transplanted our raspberries over here. Not all of them, just a few stems. They're dead, obviously. And I just stuck them in there with mulch and compost. Can't really see them, but they're there. So hopefully they'll grow. And that's it for the fruit. So in the winter, you want to prune your fruit trees. You want to spray them with organic material to help ward off the scab and the fungus that happens. And so that's what we're doing, and we're getting ready to build the raised beds. We're gonna have, I think, 5 4x14 raised beds, and it's gonna be crazy this year. So all right, thank you.